All right, so our virtual machine was created in 4 minutes 35 seconds. I really do like this deployment screen here. It tells you everything that you need to know, all the resources that were created. So we can just go to the resource to see it. Now the auto shutdown time has passed, and so I'm going to have to start it up again in order to be able to do anything with it. But we can see here that we have a virtual machine. It's in our resource group running in Central US. It is a Windows machine running on our B1MS instance, which is a fairly cheap instance that's not going to cost us too much if we leave it running by mistake. We set up the tagging. The tagging was automatically applied, and we can see some basic stuff here. Now, before we get into it, I want to talk about availability as one of the major topics of this test. But just to remind you that by clicking on the connect link here for the virtual machine, we get two options for either RDP or SSH to connect to the machine. This is a Windows machine, so we're going to connect using RDP. Remember, we allowed the port number 3389 to be public, and so that should be okay. Now this is choosing a private IP address. That's not certainly going to be helpful for us from connecting from our personal computers. But yeah, SSH also is available for connecting. So if we ever want to connect to this, we can do that. The public IP address is here. So in this case, it's 168.61. We can RDP into that, and we should be able to see that. Let's do that. Accept the certificate. And this machine is fairly low powered. Remember, we're dealing with a B1MS machine, and so everything's going to be a lot slower. But we can see we've been able to connect. We're in a Windows Remote Desktop session to that IP address. And Windows is now setting our desktop up for the first time usage. So we were able to successfully connect to this machine from our home computers. That means that port 3389 is open through the firewall. Okay, if we were not able to connect to it, we would have to look at 2 or 3 different places to see where the connection is failing. Okay, I'm not going to allow network sharing, etc. So we have successfully been able to log into this machine. Let's stop this now, and what we're going to do is we're going to talk about high availability next.